Wow, this is great.
Hi,
Derek.
Kier.
How are you? Kier, nice to meet you.
Nice.
Pleasure.
Derek Grout, thanks for coming
Great.
in.
Thank you, Derek. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to our distillery.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I'm Derek Grout. I'm a distiller at Harvest Spirits in Valatia, New York. We've been distilling here since 2008. We primarily make spirits from our own homegrown apples, so we're truly a farm distillery. We make vodka, gin, brandy, applejack, all from our own apples.
Can you just tell us briefly how you came to start this business?
Well, if you look around this room, you can tell that it was a former cold storage room. This is where we would store hundreds of bins of apples. It was about 10 years ago where we decided that making vodka from apples would be not only better use for our apples, but also would bring people to our apple farm. So it would be attractive. It would be a wonderful thing for the farm. Growing up here on an apple farm in the Hudson Valley, we were always exposed to the apple industry. However, it wasn't until I was in my midlife that I realized you could make vodka from apples. And that really set me off on the path to what else can you make from apples. From the outside, it just looks like a corrugated metal building. But once you get inside and you see the artwork, how full this room is, it really is a wow factor, I guess. People are like, wow. All of the aspects of distilling are right here in front of you. These are the fermenters. This is where the actual work gets done. Our smallest employees are yeast. And the yeast is eating the sugar from the apples and making carbon dioxide and alcohol.
Okay.
The equipment over here is the distillation equipment. It's manufactured in Germany, and it's flexible enough to allow us to make brandy, gin, vodka. So it's a wonderful piece of equipment. And then behind us over here we have our blending tanks.
Okay.
Above us we have our barrels where we bottle, we age our products, so this is all aged.
And what is the different timeline on aging for certain products?
That's a good question. The longer you age a distilled spirit, the better it gets.
Okay.
Ideally, you'd want to age minimum 3 years. Right now, we're releasing product that's 4 or 5 years old.
Wow, okay.
My goal is to have product that's 8 to 12 years old.
Wow.
But you can't cheat time. You just have to really make it, put it in the barrel, and let it sit there. This is our small bottling area here. Applejack is our second best seller, and it's aged apple brandy. This is an Italian bottler where the spirits come up through this hose.
All right.
And then fill up the small bottles here, and the excess goes into the reservoir. And it's really easy. All you need to be able to do is put it on like that.
All right.
Take it off.
Looks like an old chemistry project that I tried to put together in high school.
Once we start this up, we're going to see the liquid coming right up in here. Here it comes. See it right there?
Yep.
Coming up here. Now it's coming through these hoses, and it's going to drop.
Oh, yeah.
And then the excess gets sucked into these hoses into the reservoir. So now that they're up, you just take a couple off.
And the valves just automatically turn off until you
That's right.
put the
So,
bottles on.
there's no dripping, no overflow.
Wow, perfect. Look at that.
And then, like capping is very easy. We just take a manual cap,
Okay.
cap them, and then
you're
they're done, and that's it. We're lucky here in New York State because we have, it's such a big state, a large population.
Yeah.
We sell all over New York State, from Buffalo to Long Island. We focus in the Hudson Valley with farm markets, festivals, liquor stores, bars, restaurants. We're focusing on the Hudson Valley in New York City. However, you'll find us from Buffalo to Long Island. We are a farm distillery with a lot of respect for other small businesses that sell our product. So they know our apple growing heritage. It's not because the world needs more whiskey.
It's an extension, but also a way of building the other parts of the business and the other things that you do, right?
Yeah.
And kind of carrying that on by offering different ways to experience what you do here.
Yeah,
Exactly. I like that.
Our purpose here is really dedication to agriculture and preserving farm land for future generations to grow food. I think any measure of a civilization's greatness is their ability to provide for themselves.
Yeah. To create, I love that. That's a great way of putting it, to have a degree of self-sufficiency and sustainability, right? And eating close to where you're growing, right? And giving back and being a part of a community in a region. I think you guys are doing a great job. So one question I wanted to ask too, what is in the future? So what does the future look like for your business, Derek? And do you have any new things coming up that we should be aware of?
For me, the future is vinegar. I'm very inspired by making vinegar from not just locally produced fruit, but also grains. All the balsamic vinegar you see is also made from grapes, not apples. So I thought, gee, why don't we focus on high-end vinegar here in the Hudson Valley that takes advantage of all the fruits, not just grapes, and do it in a way that they're doing it in Italy.
So today we've been here with the owner, Derek, of Harvest Spirits Distillery in Valencia, New York, which is just south of Albany, the capital, and at the head of the Hudson Valley. And it's been really exciting to learn a little bit more about what they've done to build this business from an apple orchard to now doing many more things with distillery, with spirits, and now with vinegar. So the future is bright here at this business and for this area, and we're really excited to showcase it. Boy, some of the names of these two are great. I don't know if you noticed, but I see one from Beavis and Butthead days, Bungholio, which is hilarious.
So the illustrations on the barrel heads are unique to our distillery. I used to be an illustrator in my former career. When I realized all these barrel heads, blank canvases, I thought this would be a fantastic thing to start to customize the barrels. And the one up there, I've got two boys, and those are my children's barrels. And they actually have spirits in them that were made when they were born.
Oh, very neat.
But these are legacy barrels.
And that's almost 7 years old.
Yeah,
well,
that's going to be an old one. So by the time we're ready to drink that, it's going to be pretty old.